Hello everyone, Darren here. It is time. Yes, it is finally time for me to reveal my little project that has been going on for over a year now. Yes. So what is this project that I've been planning for over a year? Well, it is a very creative project, one that is a community competition or contest of sorts for you guys. Now, what is it? It is a story contest. I was inspired by this. I think it was like last year. I don't know who the person who hosted the contest was. I think names that like pop in my mind of possibilities were either Gallant Prime or Pontiac Pack. They made a community map design contest where you had to draw or design your own map and submit it to them and stuff like that. So that is where this idea came to fruition. I thought it'd be an awesome idea for everyone to show me their creative writing ability and create a story around a tank. So, what have I done here? Well, over the course of me 3 marking some tanks, I have decided to create a little universe for these tanks. One where World War III actually happens, but humanity is smart enough to not use nuclear or atomic weapons. For the most part. Like 99% of that. Yeah, you get the idea. We all don't die in a fiery inferno. So that is this little universe here, and I thought, these could all have their own little story, and I decided to let people come up with the stories for them. So, what's going to happen here is this is how this contest is going to run. Is that if I just pull up the overview and the rules. So basically what this is going to be a 30-day contest here, so pretty much more or less a month from the start to create your submission. The method of submission will be email only. I want to see them, make sure that kind of passes, it's a valid submission and everything like that. And then what will end up happening is, this is the overview. All writers will have a chance to create a short story for one of 5 available pieces of art in order to create a short story around the artwork they choose. Once the deadline is passed, all submitted submissions will be made public for the community to vote on for 1 week. The top 3 voted stories will be the winners and will receive their prizes. I'll get to the prizes in a second. Now, what are the rules, you may ask? Well, here are the rules. All submissions must be submitted before the announced deadline. All submissions must be in English, and this is just so that way I and others can read them without having to go and do a whole bunch of Google Translate or whatever. The story must depict a scene referencing the artwork chosen. So basically, at some point in your story, the scene that is the artwork must appear in the story. The story must not contain any current political, racial, sexual, or any other generally unwanted language or themes. Please be smart and mature about this. I don't want to hear about your thoughts on Putin in the middle of a story taking place in the middle of World War III in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. The story must be an actual short story. That means lazy submissions may be rejected. So you can't have like a 3-sentence story of, there was this tank. The commander's name was Bill. The tank fought in the frozen forest. The tank was victorious. That's not a short story. I will not accept things like that. I'm sorry. You must, if you want to win the prizes, you must show your fellow tankers that you deserve to win. This is an effort. You got to show effort in order to have a chance to win. And lastly, the story can be any length that you want as long as the plot makes sense and actually qualifies as a short story. Now, I have said these prizes, I've said winners. What are these prizes? Well, through the help of someone, I have actually gotten cleared for the following prizes. Now, for 3rd place, the commander in your story will become the commander of that tank in my garage. Provided the fact that it's, not taken up by another winner, of course. That might be a little bit of an issue. I'll let you create a different commander that you choose for something else that isn't one. I'll get into details with that once we get closer to the deadline there. You get also for third place 30 days of premium and a tier 6 or 7 tank, whichever code they decide to generously give me. Second place is going to get the same thing. The commander from the story will become the commander of that tank in my garage, provided it's not taken up by, the higher winner, the first place. 30 days of premium and a tier 8 premium tank. Now, first place. What is first place getting? Well, first place is going to obviously have the commander from the story become the commander in the tank of that tank in the garage, and that can't be superseded. So first place will get higher priority, second place will get secondary priority, and third place will obviously get third in priority. They will also get a tier 8 premium, whatever they decide to grace me with. And lastly, they'll get another tier 8 premium that I can purchase and actually gift them from the store. Excuse the dog in my background. We all know my dog likes to bark at those squirrels with their camo nets. So those are the prizes there, and I figured that, for such a creative time-consuming contest, you guys would want some actual worthwhile prizes. So this is what I have done. So what are these artworks that you want to see? Well, I will be sharing the artworks here for about, 5-10 seconds here of the 3 tanks that you have to choose from. The first one is the Strv 74. That one's got a little bit of a technicality with that one. Back when that was like my second piece that I made, and that actually has an American flag on there. So a little backstory for that is that this is at the start of the Cold War, or the start of World War III, and some American tankers got shoved into this Strv 74. That's kind of just what I had in my mind at the start. So if you're okay with dealing with that little hiccup, by all means, go at it. I'd be excited to see what you come up with. Next one is the Striker. Striker, that what's depicted there is the Striker there in the Fulda Gap, right in the start of World War III as well, in Germany. The next one is the Falcon T-92. That one is in an airborne attack in an operation to retake Berlin. Next one is an IS-3. The IS-3, that scene is pretty much Berlin right at the start of World War III. Yeah, like right there at the beginning, like the big kickoff. And then the last picture artwork for you to choose from is the Dragon. The Dragon Lance and Sea. This is the Swedish version of the Leopard 1 type of tank that they have, and this is, you might recognize the map. I won't get into specifics, but you might recognize it. And yeah, that's a Swedish operation in Sweden. So those are the 3 pictures for you to choose from. Anyone can choose whichever one they want, but you can only choose one artwork. If you create any other short story, that is completely a bonus. Either you don't get any benefit from that. But that's going to be it for this announcement. Keep an eye out on the forums, in the email link, and the rules and the prize pool and the general overview guidelines and stuff will all be in the video description as well as the submission email link. I know I said that again, just for ease of access there. And yeah, I'll also be submitting this on the forums as well, and I'll have a link to the forum post in there, because that will have more blown up images of the artworks that I have here, so that way you have more detail and you can see better what's going on in there for descriptive purposes. But that's going to be it again. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I wish everyone that is interested in trying to win these the best of luck. And may the best writers win. The community will vote on them, so, make sure you put forth the effort into trying to win that first, second, or third place prize. May RNG be in your favor. May your guns shoot straight and be accurate. And, of course, as always, until next time, this has been Darren of WotC Academy.